And then the fight is won by supporting characters hacking the Dillinger mainframe or grid off screen. And that's what wins the day.
Where was Eve again during this?
Ares was fighting Athena, and Eve, if I remember correctly, was trapped in the light prison. And what actually wins the fight is AJ and Seth hacking the Dillinger systems. And they switch it off.
I actually quite like the side characters a little bit more than the main characters, but it's very lame that the side characters, like, they should play a role, whether you succeed or not towards the end, but they shouldn't play the main role, and they shouldn't be the reason why you win, because, again, it should be tied to the protagonist. It should be tied to the protagonist's journey and where they've, like, gone. But when your protagonist doesn't have a story, when your protagonist doesn't really have a journey that they're going on, it then becomes hard to actually tie an ending to a real character arc.
You're right that they should help, right? And I'm reminded of Superman this year, where the entire Daily Planet staff contributes to the solution by working together to get this article published in record time, right? So that the information gets out to the public, and that has consequences for Lex Luthor, right? And you could have done something similar where these people kind of work together to have a contribution. But the person who has to win in the end is Eve and Ares. The conclusion to their journeys has to be the victory. There's more than one way to tell a story, right? But this is just the lamest one, the one that is extra uninteresting. I was already not interested in Eve and Ares, but I just outright threw up my hands in the theater when I saw that they were not even the ones who win the fight.
Yeah,
I feel like we're doing this injustice because it's that bad.
probably.
But I'm honestly lost for words.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen anything like him. The closest feeling I can feel to it, and the character was one of the main characters, is when Arya Stark kills the Night King in Game of Thrones season 8, as opposed to Jon. Do you know what's so funny? I recognize it's bad, but I don't even feel as strongly as you do about it, just because I didn't really care about the main characters. So I don't care that they didn't save the day, because there was just nothing to them. So it's just be like, oh, they won in the end. Oh, great, the good guys won. Even if they had won the day, I would have felt empty, because there was nothing about the characters anyways up until that point. You had to have constructed a really good sort of narrative for the characters throughout to then have that satisfying ending. So that's why I don't feel like I care. I didn't even I don't think I even properly processed it, just because the good guys won. I expected the good guys to win, and I didn't really matter that the protagonist wasn't the one that won the day in the end.
This movie seems to believe that a story is just a sequence of events in which there's some fighting, and in the end the good guys win. Because everything is just the summary of a video game, right? You can imagine a video game where you play Ares and you have to break free from Dillinger systems, and you have to find the code, and in the end you win the boss fight. That is how video games work. Like you said, of course the good guys win in the end, but how they win and what they do to win and what it means for them, that is what's interesting. And the people making this do not understand this.